Good morning. Since I didn't just scare y'all half to death the last time, so I guess we'll have another little morning chat while I make my coffee. As it's around 5:30 this morning for me because that day just would not behave. She had to get up. So I have decided I want a dog's life because we mind them so good. Getting my morning coffee. Gonna sit down and have me some and have a little Bible time and just talk with the Lord. So it's all good. I don't know that I have words of wisdom or anything, but I am gonna tell you some things that maybe are on my heart. I'm in a new phase in my life. This widowhood is not what I choose or where I want to be, but that's where I am. I'm trying my best to do what Eddie would want me to do, and that is to live. I'm trying to get out, do things, go places, just live my life, and I guess in a way, just in my own way, honor his name, because he was a good man and good daddy, and just one of the best that ever lived. I always said he was my good and I was his bad, because he was such a good man. But if you're facing this time and you're going through it, I have found out the more I can surround myself with people, and the more that there are those times you cry. There are those times when it's lonely, and that'll just be, I don't know how long that's going to take to get to where it's not just there in your face at times, but we keep busy the best we can, because that's what Eddie would want me to do. He would want me to get out and enjoy people. I visit Mother a little bit more than I did before, which is a blessing, because she just totally loves the babies, and they go over there when they know we're headed to, I can't say the word, but you know whose house. They just get so excited. It's just like going to Grandma's house, and she spoils them. And Donna and me, Delana, we hang out a lot because we just stinking love each other's company. That's just all it is to it. We just make, and I've got a feeling they sort of make monkeys out of me every now and then, because I just get to talking and doing and having a good time with them. And I think I'm their entertainment's what it is. I do believe that's what it is. I'm their entertainment, but that's all right, because I enjoy them too. And so if you're going through this, don't shut yourself up in the house. If you ain't doing anything else, go to Walmart or go to the park. Hey, if I pulled to our local park one day, and it just was beautiful there. They've redone it, and it just is beautiful. So I would just say, get out some way or another. Get you some coffee buddies or something. I don't know. That's what I do. I have friends that I've talked to on the phone. Now I do more than I ever did, and it helps. And I will tell you this: there's no friend like the Lord. And I've found him to be the greatest comfort of her all. So I'm just going to tell you lucky females, just get out and do something, because we tough. I come from some tough women, generational women, you know. My mama was tough, her mama was tough, and my great granny, yeah, I come from some strong women, and we're gonna make it. That's just all there is to it. We're gonna make it. And I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I ain't scared you after death with all this beauty going on right here.
So y'all know we went to Lowe's, of course, and I was going to show you these cute little rugs they had out. I was trying to lay them out, and then I had this cutest little elf come over and help me hold these up, and he did such a great job. But these would be so cute in a bathroom because they're kind of like made out of that. They felt like towels, kind of. But I thought I would share that with you. I've never seen these at Lowe's before. And then, if that wasn't enough, Lowe's is stepped up their game. And if you do the Elf on the Shelf thing, then they've got you covered. Here's your Elf on the Shelf, all decked out in its Lowe's uniform. Y'all can call him James. We never did Elf on the Shelf, but I just got a kick out of that. And they were only like $13. But I just thought I'd share that with y'all. And just how beautiful the sky was on this day. My ray of sunshine, my little boy, going through the Chick-fil-A line. Just left Lowe's. That's the first time we've been to Lowe's in how long, James?
Day.
No. Like a week or two, huh? I don't remember the last time I've been to Lowe's. But anyway, got a rocking chair. Gonna put it together. Get it on the front porch. I'm excited. Buster, are you excited for Mama? You and your daddy looking just alike. 2 peas in a pod. So, very easy to put together, and I like it. The only thing is this back is straight up, which it's not a big deal because it's not like I'm gonna be living out here in it, but I would like one a little more, I don't know, a little more concave, I guess. But for the price, this will do for now until I can find my true vintage old rocker. I like it. We're gonna make it work. So now I gotta find a place for that black chair, which I can put it on the back porch with the other chair and just set it on top of it. And that will give us extra seating when we have other people over. Or when James wants to sit out there. Like, sometimes when the kids come over, they'll be like on the back porch and he'll be grilling and he don't really have a place to sit, so he can just kind of pull that one over there. So it's always good to have extra seating with as many children as we have. So I think I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different. I'm not liking the way I did this. This is a tablecloth. I use it as a throw. I thrifted it. And the reason I do that is because if it gets ruined, it's thrifted, and I've used it for a couple years. And it looks like fall and looks like a throw. I mean, nobody's really gonna know, but maybe I should do it something like, and then that kind of takes away from the rocking chair. don't know. I'll play with it and see. Now I need a pillow. I need a pillow for it now, for the rocking chair. I don't really have one. But let me play with this throw, or my throw. Let me play with this and figure out something. Such a beautiful day. Got the ceiling fan on and it is just so nice and cool. I'm frying some bacon. I like to cook it outside anytime that I can, but it keeps the smell out of the house. This skillet my mother got from a yard sale. I think she paid $5 for it. Y'all, this thing, my slow cooker, they have changed my life. I know that sounds dramatic. I use this thing all the time. I do not know what I'm going to do if something ever happens to it. I guess I'll have to find me another one. But love this thing. Love it. Anytime I can cook outside in it to keep all the smells out of the house, I do it. I love it. Good morning. How are y'all? So it's a new day. I did not do a lot of filming the weekend, as you can tell. I've just been trying to take care of myself and get over a situation that happened Friday that kind of like just really irked me to no end. But and I'll share that story with y'all in just a moment. But I just wanted to get on here and say hello. So let me start by saying this is not asking for any advice or anything like that. This is just me sharing what happened to me. You know, everybody is different and you got to do your own deal with your own doctors and this and that. But so a week ago, I went back to my gynecologist for a follow-up. I had been on the hormone replacement therapy for a month, and so I went to check up with her so we could figure everything out, make sure everything was working like it should, yada yada yada, all that. Well, my first visit with her, my blood pressure was a little bit high. I just assumed it was a new doctor, new situation, you know, all that. Didn't think much about it. My second visit, I made sure I was very calm, I was very relaxed, I was not nervous or anything like that, and my blood pressure was high. So in our visit, she wanted me, I asked her about my blood pressure. I'm like, what's the deal? She said, yeah, it's high. She said, you really need to follow up with your family practitioner. I was like, okay, I can do that. So I leave there, I make an appointment with my family doctor. Well, that appointment was on Friday. So I go in there and I tell him everything, you know, about my last 2 visits with my gynecologist. My pressure was high. You know, I've started hormone replacement therapy. I've just lost my daddy 2.5 months ago. You know, my life, I'm going through menopause. Just everything has been very stressful, yada, yada, yada. Y'all, he totally dismissed me and told me not once, but twice, you need to lose weight. You need to lose weight. Like, excuse me, I'm sitting here pouring out my heart and soul to you, trying to tell you what's going on. There may be a reason contributing to my high blood pressure, because I've never had blood pressure problems before, and you're telling me lose weight. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm sure I need to lose weight. You know, before all this happened, I was going to the gym regularly. You know, that schedule's kind of got messed up. Anyway, he totally dismissed me and made me so angry. Not for the fact that he told me not once but twice to lose weight, but like he didn't take into consideration anything else I was saying. Like, nothing. And I was feeling so good about myself, like physically that day, which is a rarity, especially if you're a woman. You know, you have good days and bad days. I was feeling so good about myself. I had even told Mom before we went, she went with me, I was like, you see these jeans I have on? She's like, yeah. It's like, they're cute, huh? She's like, yeah. I said, girl, I've had these since 2013 and they still fit, you know, fit good. They wasn't too tight. They just fit great. I'm like, you know, how many people can have jeans from 2013, you know, still fit in them, blah, 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 blah. You know, just chit-chatting, girl talk. Y'all, I was so aggravated at him. I totally felt dismissed. Anyway, he's put me on blood pressure medication, which is fine. It's working. I'm having to monitor my blood pressure, you know, throughout the day. All that seems to be working fine. I don't have an issue with that. I personally feel like it may work itself out once I kind of get through everything I'm going through. It may not. I may have to be on blood pressure medicine the rest of my life, and that's fine too. I don't have a problem with taking care of myself at all. But you better believe this girl is finding a new family doctor, because I just was like, if you don't care enough to listen to your patients and what's going on in their life, I just don't have time for you either. So the moral of this story is, be your advocate for yourself. If you feel dismissed, if you feel like you've not been heard, if you feel like you're not getting the care you deserve, there's always a different doctor. Get a second opinion. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going to a different doctor. I have to go for a month to follow up with him about my blood pressure. So I'll be going to a different doctor then, in the same practice, so he'll have all my records. But I was just like, really? Anyway, so I've been trying to kind of like take care of myself. Had a great visit with my gynecologist. This was my second visit with her. I'm really, really liking her. It's like she and I really clicked this last visit, and she helped me understand some things. We talked things over. She knows where I'm at, and as far as like I'm going through this, plus the grieving and everything. So it was just a really good visit. I feel very confident in her. I really like her. So that was a good step. I'm feeling really good. I feel more like yesterday was the first day I woke up that I felt like myself for the first time in a very, very long time. I actually had energy. I even got in the backyard. I moved some trees. I pruned some bushes. I was feeling so good yesterday, and I feel good today. And Mama even told me, like, we were FaceTiming all through the day yesterday, and she was like, you even have a little bit of spark back in your eyes that's been gone, and I just feel really good. You know, I think the medications are finally kicking in. I've been getting some good sleep. I'm getting my blood pressure under control. So yeah, it's been a process. It's been a process to get here. So I just encourage you to go see your doctors. It's like me and my gynecologist were talking about. She was like, you really need to follow up with your primary about this. You need to go once a year and get blood work and this and this. And I'm like, it's time to grow up. And she's like, yeah, it's time to start seeing a doctor on a regular basis. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And it is. I mean, getting old is not for the weak. And although I'm still technically young, I'm older. So thought I would share that little bit of, but that's why I've kind of like took the weekend off, didn't really do a lot of filming, just to kind of like take care of myself mentally, physically, rest, not feel the pressure of having to put out a video. although I love it, sometimes it's like, oh, I need to film this. Oh, I need to film this, because this is my job. You know, this is how I make money to help pay our bills. So if I don't put videos out, I'm not getting paid. You know, so there's that side of it. But I just was like, you know what, I just can't do it right now, and I know y'all will understand that. So I'm headed to my granny's today. Gonna spend some time with her. She's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. My mama's gonna be there. I'll probably go by mama's first, pick her up, and we'll go to granny's together. We're gonna have the fur babies. Granny loves the fur babies, and we're just gonna hang out with her for just a little bit. I don't know if I'll get her on film. It depends on what kind of day she's having. If she's having a good day and wants to be on camera, then I will. If not, then I won't. But yeah, we did have a good weekend. James and one of his sons came down Saturday, and they went downtown Ocean Springs to look at all the cars for cruising the coast. And I was so glad they got that time together. He didn't give me any pictures. I was going to insert some pictures, but he didn't get any. So I didn't go. I let them have that time together. And I just stayed home and chilled out. Went and bought groceries after they got back. And then yesterday we literally did not leave the house. He grilled that afternoon. We just had a very lazy day. And I would piddle in the yard as I felt like it. And it was just, we sit on the back porch and just spent time together. It was just a very nice, chilled day. So, now that I've caught you up. Oh, I did sit on the front porch in my rocking chair. I love it, y'all. Our weather has been amazing. It has just been so nice. And when you're in the shade, it feels so good. Now, it can get hot when you're in the sun, but it has been feeling so amazing. But, yeah, that's just what's been going on. And I just thought I would share that little, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. You know, being told not once, but twice you need to lose weight. Well, duh. You know, and I'm trying. But when you're going through menopause, you can have unexplained weight gain, and it's harder to lose weight, and, you know, you add everything else on top of it. I mean, and there's been so much go on, y'all. Not just losing my daddy. We had other losses, great losses in the family that we have not discussed. So it's not just been just losing my daddy. I had another very big loss, and you know, it really hit hard, and it still hits hard. So it's a double whammy on top of menopause. It's like, let me just get it all over at one time, right? Anyway, God is good. He's getting me through. I have a great support system, and that's what I was telling my doctor. I have a great support system. So that's not an issue, and I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through it. I have y'all are a great support system as well. But just be your own advocate. If you feel unheard, if you feel dismissed, don't put up with it. Don't put up with it. Do not put up with it. Take authority over your care, because you know you. And if they won't listen, somebody else will. That's my advice to you. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm taking my own advice on that. So, all right, let me pay attention to the road. It's starting to get a little crowded, and I'll catch up with y'all later.
Me and my babies, I don't have, the Lord already gave me 2 big breasties. I've raised more puppies than anybody. That was an old saying.
They like your old sayings.
Well, I got another one. Did we say gallivanting the other day?
Yeah, you said gallivanting.
Fiddle-fatting around.
Fiddle-fatting?
Fiddle-fatting around. Yeah, me and Donna can go fiddle-fatting around.
Tell them where we're going.
We're going to Granny's, and as the babies know her, it's Gangy. She's made cupcakes, and she's making 7-minute icing. Only thing, we don't have sprinkles when we go to Dollar General. Gotta have sprinkles. I need sprinkles. I like sprinkles. If I'm gonna eat a cupcake, I need sprinkles.
You do not need sprinkles.
Anyway, she's made 34. So I'm gonna eat one.
I was telling him about my episode Friday, being told I was fat.
Oh, dear Lord, y'all, we ain't never lived that down.
And I told him I'm finding a new doctor.
We got a new cuss word, though.
No, say
We
his
ain't
name.
gonna say it, but we got a new one.
It's the doctor's name, but I'm
y'all
not
like my new
I'm not
earrings?
gonna put his name out there. But just know I'm finding a new one.
Turn this thing off of me all the time. But anyway, I had another thing I was gonna tell y'all, and I forgot what it was. I'll have to think about it and I'll tell y'all later. But I had thought about it the other day, and I said, shoot, I might share that with the girls.
All right, y'all, we're gonna head to Gangies, as the babies know her.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see y'all when we get over there. Hopefully she's good and we can put her on camera.
Yeah, she'd love that.
I know what I left out of my story when I told y'all I was told I need to lose weight twice. So when we left the doctor's office, what'd we do, Mom?
We went and got cupcakes and fruitcake cookies. But here's the funny thing. My cousin always spoiled Donna. Her and her sister would come up and spoil Donna. And one time she had a little breaking out on her face. And by the time they left, they had wiped and wiped and wiped. She didn't even have it no more. And anyway, they owned the bakery. One of the sisters do, and her husband. And Donna went in there pouting to her, and boy, she got to loving on her like she was that little baby again. And her husband was checking a woman out, and she didn't know us, and we didn't know her, but she looked and she said, that, and she called his name, I'm not, needs to keep his mouth shut. And David said, don't worry about them two, they can handle themselves. But hey, she was petting her. Oh, that's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Well, I was like having such a good day, feeling good about myself, bragging. I was still in the same jeans I'd had.
Yeah, since 2013.
Yeah, I was feeling all good, and then he could have just said it one time.
But no, he drug it out. Oh, and I know what I was going to tell you a while ago since I'm talking, and I got my babies and they're killing me. But I had a friend come from California, and you know when you're just sitting and you're telling something about, you might even be gossiping or whatever, like we were just telling you that story. And I said, and I'll tell you another verse of that song. Well, she was from California, and she had never heard that old saying. And what it was is I'm going to tell you another version of that version of this story. But that old country saying is, and I'll tell you another verse of that song. Yeah, so we got our sayings. I can tell you that. But,
And so if I ever feel bad, I just go pout to my granny, or I'll go pout to Lori.
these cupcakes.
I'll go pout
her
to
baby.
Lori, and they'll just pamper me and, you know, pet me a little bit.
That's
and
just what
it'll
this
be
is
good.
today. That's exactly what this is today. She petting
Granny
me.
ain't got the full story of how I was treated. Just wait till I tell her the full story. She won't like him either.
Dear Lord, since a talent, pray for that doctor.
Ooh, look at that glow. I am loving my rocking chair. Y'all, please pardon my hair. Let me tell you, this morning I fixed it and I went to use my hairspray and it would not spray. It was a brand new bottle. So I had just a little bit in another can and I didn't get nearly enough hairspray. So it's kind of been like this because it's really clean. Anyway, I had to take it back and exchange it for a different can. That was a brand new can and it just would not spray. That is one of the main problems with Big Sexy Hairspray. Their cans are awful. Anyway, I didn't like the hairspray so much I would change it. But I did get this cute pillow today at Walmart for $5. I thought it was really cute. Meet me at the pumpkin patch, since I kind of have like a pumpkin patch theme going. I don't really care for the truck, but it's okay. It'll do. We're just sitting out here letting Buster run around, wait on James. I've already got supper cooked. I made tacos. Imagine that. And just sitting out here enjoying my rocking chair. I hope my face is okay. I've already ate and, you know, I might have some on my face. I can't really tell. The sun is blinding me. But anyway, that's what's going on. There's Buster out there waiting on his daddy. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with me. I love each and every one of y'all. Just remember, be your own advocate, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.